Power Rangers Royal Britannia, The New Generation. Episode 3. Return of the Queen. The training chamber shimmered as Dagron stood at the centre, his golden lamp raised and ready. As a beam of gold magic erupted from the lamp, blasting across the chamber like a spiral of sunlight. From above came a battle cry. Not today! Jordan dropped from an upper platform, her claymore blazing with fire. She deflected the blast and landed in front of Dagron, who twisted away from her. Before he could recover, Sam was already there, her shillelagh whirling in a rapid fury meant to corner him. Dagron grunted, flipping lightly aside. Nice try, you two. Across the chamber, steel clashed, as Artie swept his royal lance in a wide arc, meeting the swift strike of Eric Myers, the Quantum Ranger. Sparks scattered each time the lance met the Quantum Defender. Impressive, Artie, Eric said, between blows. You're really getting the hang of that lance. Thanks. Jeff, now! Jeff already had his bow drawn. A shimmering arrow shot across the chamber, striking Eric squarely and forcing him back with a grunt. The 4 Royal Britannia Rangers regrouped, shoulder to shoulder, energy crackling around them, united stance as they drew breath in perfect synchrony. Barrage cannon, ready! Behind them, the barrage cannon, adorned with symbols of their homelands, landed on their shoulders, power pulsing at its core. Dagron arched into a bow, clearly impressed. Summoning the cannon. Bold move, but smart. You're learning when to fight and when to hold back. Another voice sounded across the chamber, calm yet commanding. That is enough. Master Splinter stepped into the light. The Rangers lowered their weapon, their armour dissolved, leaving them breathless but triumphant. Splinter nodded with quiet praise. Your training has improved. You are beginning to fight as one, and your new power weapons suit you well. Go now, rest, recenter yourself. Later, the Rangers settled into their seafront quarters. I love this club, said Sam, stretching across the sofa. Feels like it was made for me. Jordan added, my old man would lose his mind if he saw this, she said, holding up her claymore. Feels like wielding a piece of home, she added. Jeff lounged back with a satisfying sigh. The weapons are great, sure, but that barrage cannon. Mwah, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Their laughter mixed with the distant crash of waves, but Artie sat apart by the window, staring out at the moonlit ocean, his expression somber. Sam noticed first. She moved to him, placing a gentle hand on his shoulder. Hey, you alright? He hesitated. Yeah, I'm fine. Just still trying to wrap my head around everything with Wes. One moment, everything was right, and then it all just fell apart. Far away, inside a shadowy cave, Wes Collins sat alone. 2 power coins lay in his hands, their glow faint yet alive. Their voices whispered in tones that echoed like memories. We shouldn't have lost, but we weren't ready. Next time. We'll show them. All of them. Wes did not flinch. His eyes were hollow. A dark presence gathered in the cave's mouth. From the shadow emerged a tall, regal woman draped in midnight robes, her eyes black as onyx. Morgan Le Fay stepped forward with a knowing smile. Well, Wes Collins, you've changed since I last saw you. Wes looked up, his expression unchanged. I knew you'd escaped. The others don't. They told me not to say anything. Said you might still be useful. Useful? Her smile sharpened. I suppose I should thank Nephis for freeing me. I wondered why no one came hunting. The cracks in the council run deeper than I thought. The coins drifted out of Wes's palm, orbiting her hand. Morgan studied them with a frown. These aren't ordinary power coins. They feel wrong, corrupted, unstable. Where did you come from, little ones? One voice hissed, "Let us go, witch." The other spoke with ancient calm. "We are from a time that no longer exists. Once we were called Ultra Rangers, but time was rewritten, twisted by a force beyond comprehension. We were ripped from history." The harshest voice groaned. "We drifted in the void until we sensed a great, universal power. Then he found us." Wes lowered his gaze. "I found them in the ruins where the Ultra Rangers were destroyed by Rasfa." Morgan's eyes widened. Rasfa? Few dare speak that name. Fewer understand what it means, she explained. A being of multiversal magnitude. His presence alone distorts reality. No wonder time cracked in his wake. Wes stepped towards her. "Help us, Morgan Le Fay, and we'll help you." She considered him, then the coins. Slowly a smile spread across her lips. Perhaps the Ranger Council isn't the only force worthy of shaping this universe after all. Soft candlelight flickered across stone walls where Master Splinter knelt in meditation. A faded photograph of young turtles and colourful rangers hung behind him. Nearby, a chessboard lay mid-game. Magic rippled and a cloaked figure appeared. "You are late, my friend," Splinter said without opening his eyes. "My apologies," Merlin replied. "There was a disturbance. I checked on a prisoner in your council's jail." Splinter's eyes opened sharply. "Which prisoner?" "Morgana. She is gone. The guards swear she never left her cell, but she enchanted them. I fear she has been free far longer than we realize." Splinter rose softly. "Come, we must alert the council." Soon holographic maps glowed across the central table as Rocky DeSoto and Eric Myers and the others gathered. "Wes hid this from us," Rocky muttered. "He knew," said Eric grimly. "He knew she walked out of that cell." "The question is," Splinter said, "is not just when she escaped, but what she has been doing since." Merlin's voice was somber. "The spell she left was subtle. She wished to remain hidden. For how long, I cannot say." Rocky sighed. "Mark won't be happy when he hears about this." Alarms blared. Lights flashed red. "Report," Rocky barked. Justin's voice crackled over the comms. "Emergency downtown. Huge magical surge. Definitely a witch, and definitely not subtle." "So, Morgana wants us to know she's back." Rocky tapped the console. "Justin, call the Royal Britannia Rangers. Let them handle this one." "Can I go too?" Justin asked. "Been ages since I fought." "Go for it. Just don't wreck another Zord." Rocky turned to Eric. "Alert the Ultra Guards, just in case." Master Splinter folded his arms calmly. "Be assured, Rocky DeSoto. My sons also stand ready." Downtown buildings shook as civilians fled. Magical blasts ripped the streets apart. At the center of the chaos floated Morgana, regal, terrible, resonating with power. The Royal Britannia Rangers teleported onto the scene. Well, well, she muttered. 4 dead Rangers returning. No, not from this world. Foreigners from another Earth. The Britannia Rangers stood ready. "This ends now," Artie called. "Rangers, ready!" A thunderous engine roar cut through the air. A blue 4x4 skidded into view, halting beside them. Justin leapt out from the drive seat. Blue Turbo Ranger reporting for duty. And this beauty is Stormblaster. Stormblaster's engine revved proudly. Artie nodded. All right, let's do this. Go, go, Royal Britannia! The 4 Rangers raised their wrist morphers high, power surging through the spinning coins within. English, Irish, Scottish and Welsh. Brilliant streams of red, green, blue and white energy spiraled around them as the Royal Britannia Rangers morphed into action. Shifting the turbo. Mountain Blaster turbo power. The 5 Rangers morphed into their Ranger forms, the 4 Royal Britannia Rangers and the Blue Turbo Ranger. From the shadows stepped Wes, who transformed into his corrupted Nega Time Force Ranger form. The Leviathan and the Fenrir Nega Ranger appeared beside him. Artie stepped forward, voice trembling. Wes, please, we can help you. You're not lost. Wes's voice was hollow. I am beyond help, and so are you. He hurled a bolt of corrupted power, but not at the Rangers, at Morgana. She absorbed the strike with a shriek. Armour twisted around her, and a dark crown formed on top of her brow. Yes, yes, she cried. I am reborn, Dark Queen of the Nega Rangers. Jeff groaned. Great. Another Nega Ranger. Just what we needed. The Nega Rangers charged. Battle erupted in a fury of motion. Artie vaulted into the Fenrir Nega Ranger with his lance drawn. Jordan slammed her claymore into the pavement, cracking stone. Sam spun her club, and Jeff readied his arrows in his bow. Justin, left side, Jeff shouted. Justin slid beneath a blast, and then fired his turbo hand blasters upwards, scattering the Leviathan Nega Ranger. Still got it, he shouted. But the Nega Rangers regrouped, battered but unbroken. Morgana's power surged. You will not win this. I am magic itself, chaos and order intertwined. Artie raised his lance. We're not giving up. Aye, together, said Jordan. The Royal Britannia Rangers formed up. The barrage cannon materialized behind them, radiating with power. Justin stood beside them, blasters glowing. Don't make us do this, Wes, Artie pleaded. Give up. Let us help you. For a heartbeat. Wes hesitated. His weapons dipped. He turned his face towards Artie. You can't help him anymore, he said quietly. He is a Nega Ranger now. The Rangers fired. Morgana leapt forward, conjuring a shield. The blast struck the barrier, rippling waves of energy across the battlefield. But the shield held. We must retreat, she hissed. To stay courts death itself. Dark magic flowed outwards, engulfing her and the Nega Rangers. In an instant, they were gone. Darkness folded in on itself as Morgana, Wes, the Fenrir and Leviathan Nega Ranger reappeared, deep within the cave. The Queen staggered, dropped to her knees, her breath shallow. Wes dropped beside her. Morgana, are you okay? She clutched at the stone floor, trembling. Something is happening. Something is changing. No, a shift far greater. The multiverse. She collapsed and fell unconscious onto the floor. Wes leaned over her, voice shaking. What about the multiverse? Morgana, what's happening? Back in the ruined streets, the Royal Britannia Rangers stood staring at the space where their enemies had vanished. He hesitated, said Artie. Wes is still in there. Jeff shook his head. I don't know, man. We might have to put him down. Sam and Jordan exchanged heavy looks. Justin stepped forwards. Hang on, we're Rangers. We have to try. Artie's communicator chimed sharply. Rocky's voice cut through. Guys, get back here. It's Merlin. He's fallen into a coma. We don't know why. The Rangers exchanged uneasy glances. Far beyond their world, the TARDIS drifted through the time vortex, engines humming their eternal song. The Doctor danced around the console, flicking switches with her familiar ease. Well then, old girl, where shall we go next? His hands brushed the console fondly, and the TARDIS lurched violently. Lights flickered, the floor shuddered, the ship groaned. Easy, easy, what was that about? Then he heard it, a deep, ancient chime, one the TARDIS had not sounded in millennia. The Doctor froze. The cloister bell. Oh, no, that's not good. That's not good at all. He spanned the monitor. Coordinates flashed. Earth, 2025. Should be quiet enough. Nothing the Rangers can't handle. But uneasy, the Doctor set the coordinates and landed the TARDIS. He opened the door. Silence greeted him. A dead, unmoving world stretched beyond the threshold. This, he whispered, this isn't right. Slamming the door shut, he hurled the TARDIS through time, 5 months, a year, further, then across space, Eltar, KO-35, uncharted stars. Every door opened to the same result. Silence. Nothing. At last the Doctor stood alone at the console, staring at the monitors. His voice cracked. It's all gone. The whole universe is gone.